Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm bringing you my January book haul, which is pretty small for me. It would have been a lot smaller, but people are amazing and some people bought me gifts because I hit 1k. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Joey already made me cry when I got his gift. So yeah, as always, I'm gonna start with the audiobooks and ebooks. So I'm just gonna get stuck in. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Okay, so for the audiobooks, the first audiobook I picked up was The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness. My sister did lend me her physical copy of this, but just to speed up listening to it a little bit, because it was a bit intimidating with how big the book is, I used one of my credits to just get the audiobook. I'm really glad I did because I really enjoyed listening to it. So highly recommend. And then later on in the month, I took absolute full advantage of the £3 sale and the £1 sale that was on Audible a couple of weeks back. So first up I got Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. I do have a physical copy of this, but apparently the audiobook's really good, so I thought, why not? Then I got Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I do have the first book, and the lovely Erin is actually going to be giving me the rest of the series, or the whole series, but again, I like listening to audiobooks along with reading physically, so I thought it was £1, I might as well. Then we have Malice by John Gwynne. This is chunky, and I, so far, have got 3 of the 4 books in this series on Audible deals. So when I saw this one was £3, you know I was getting it, because £3. And then the final audiobook was After Love by Tanya Byrne. I do have the physical copy of this, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. And again, I've heard that the audiobook cast, like the audiobook narrator, is really good. So when I saw it on the sale, I thought, why not? And then for ebook, I only actually got 1 ebook, and that was Happy Again by Jennifer E. Smith. This is actually a sequel novella to This Is What Happy Looks Like, which if you've watched my January wrap-up or my vlogs in January, you'll know I read and really enjoyed. This is like less than 100 pages, so it's going to be really great if I've got a really packed month and need something for a prompt and this fits. So yeah. And then book box wise, I only actually got 2 this month. They were both of them the January Illumicrate. We don't yet have the January Fairy Loot. So let me just get these out of the bags. So from January's Illumicrate, we got the Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman or Raman. This cover is gorgeous. And then we also got this absolutely beautiful edition of This Woven Kingdom by Tahiri Mafi. You are going to see this book on my February haul, because I may or may not have pre-ordered the Waterstones edition as well. I pre-ordered the Waterstones edition before Illumicrate announced this was going to be their January book, and then I just didn't want to cancel because exclusive cover. So yeah. And then on to pre-orders. I got 4 pre-orders in January. So first up, I got If This Gets Out by Sophie Gonzalez and Cal Dietrich. If you've been watching my channel, you know this is one of my favourite books. This was my second favourite book of 2021. I love this book. I was very lucky to receive a e-arc of this, and I really want to reread it now I have a physical copy. So if reread comes up on a prompt at any point, maybe we'll see. Then I got Across the Wall by Garth Nix. This is a collection of short stories set in the Old Kingdom world. I don't know how many short stories. Does it say? It doesn't, but there is like a preface to the second edition and a preface to the 2005 edition. So obviously there's like a whole cover redesign of these, but I'm sorry, look at that, look at the flop on that is amazing. But yeah, I am slowly getting through this series. I'm really enjoying it, so I pre-ordered this. Then we have The Tower at the End of Time by Amy Sparks. This is the sequel to The House at the Edge of Magic, which I really enjoyed. I read last year and it was just such a fun, cute middle grade, and short as well. This one is a little bit longer. No, it isn't actually. It's about the same size. But I really enjoyed the first one. And I actually thought it was a standalone. So when I found out there was going to be a sequel, I was straight on that pre-order. And then the final pre-order for January was Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. This is the Waterstones Sprayed Edge edition and it is signed by the author. It is absolutely stunning. I'm so excited for this. I have an inkling one of the book boxes has this as their February book, which I find odd because I'm pretty sure the book box has a February release as their January book and then this is their February. But it's fine. But yeah, I'm really hyped to read this. I really wanted to get this on my February TBR, but I just couldn't because I had so many mandatory reads I had to fit in. If by some miracle in this short month I get time, I want to try and squeeze this in, but I've said that about 5 books so far, so maybe not. So then we move on to gifted. So I'm going to start with publisher mail because I got sent 2 ARCs in January, which I am hyped for. So the first one, I was actually contacted by the publisher, which is Simon & Schuster. Oh, I did not realise it was Simon & Schuster. Simon & Schuster, and that is The Butterfly Assassin by Finn Longman. So this is actually a queer disabled writer from London. And it sounds really good. It's a thriller. And it's the little press release says, a dark twisting thriller about a teen assassin's attempt to live a normal life. It sounds really good. I got the email and I was like, this sounds amazing. So I am actually this is one I'm actually going to try and squeeze in to February. If not February, it was going to be one of my first reads of March because it comes out, well, it comes out May. It comes out May. So I could probably push it back a little bit, but I'm definitely going to get to this before release and I'm really excited. So thank you to Simon & Schuster for sending me this. And then the next one is actually one of my most anticipated books of the first quarter of the year, and that's Extasia by Claire Legrand. Thank you so much to Harper 360 for sending me this ARC. You don't know how happy it made me. I am so excited for this. I love the first 2 books in the Imperium trilogy. I have not yet read the 3rd book. We're not going to talk about that because we know I'm bad at finishing series. But I loved them. I love Claire Legrand's writing. I'm really hyped to read Sawkill Girls as well. But this is a horror. And I'm trying to branch out a little bit and start to read horror because so far the only horror I've read is like 3 Stephen King books, of which I only liked 1, and Christina Henry, which I've liked all so far. But they're the only real horror books I've read. And this is horror, so I want to give it a go. And this comes out in March, I believe. I think it's the 3rd of March in the UK. I think it's a February release in the US, but I'm definitely going to be getting to this. It is most likely going to be my first book of March if I don't squeeze it into February, because I am so hyped for this. So yay. Next, we're going to go for gifted. So starting this off, we have School of Good and Evil by Saman Chinani. I've been wanting this for a while, and then Charlie was unhauling her copy and asked me if I wanted it, so I was like, yes please. So thank you, Charlie, for encouraging my book collection. Next we have House in Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I matched this today. This was technically gifted to me by Chloe at Persistent Bookworm. When I read this, I borrowed obviously Erin's copy, and I wanted to get I mentioned on Sprints about how I wanted to get a hardback for myself, but the hardbacks are so hard to come by of this now, and I have the hardback of Under the Whispering Door, and I wanted them to be kind of matching. And Chloe mentioned that she has 2 copies of this because she has the Illumicrate copies. So she offered to send me her standard hardback. Thank you so much, Chloe. I'm so excited. I want to reread it. I can't because I have too much that I need to read that I haven't read before. But I really want to. But thank you so much, Chloe, for encouraging my collection as well, because I can't wait to put this on my bookshelf next to Under the Whispering Door. The next two, I don't actually know who gifted me these. They arrived in the same parcel, and I put a picture on Twitter and Instagram asking who got them, and nobody came forward. So if you're watching this and this was you, please let me know. But it is Ever Alice by H.J. Ramsey and The Friends Scheme by Cal Dietrich. So yeah, if you were the one that got me these off my wish list, please let me know, because I want to thank you properly, but thank you. Next we have What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell. This is the only one of the Twisted Tales stories that I didn't have, and this was gifted to me by Jamie. So the note just said, congratulations on the 1k from Jamie. But Jamie also got me, if you saw my vlog where I cried, you'll also know he got me a little Tinkerbell ornament, which is absolutely gorgeous and I love it so much. And I'm really excited to own all the currently released ones, and I want to see if I can read all of these before the next one comes out, but let's be real, that's not realistic for me. Next we have Secrets of the Stars by Maria Kuznia. This is the sequel to Ship of Shadows, and this was gifted to me by my friend Fran, so thank you so much, Fran. Again, this was another congratulations on reaching 1,000 subscribers. I'm still feeling weird about it. I still feel like it's a dream and I'm gonna wake up from it. The next one was Learn My Lesson by Katie Robert. This was gifted to me by Charlie because we buddy read Desperate Measures and she knew how much I absolutely loved it and wanted to continue the series. So because I hit 1k, she got me this off my wish list. So thank you so much, Charlie, for encouraging my smut addiction. And then there's a theme here. Harriet Hattie, the lovely Hattie, gifted me Worthy Opponent by Katie Robert, which is the third book in the Wicked Villains series. Literally the note just says, for your amazing videos. So thank you so much, Hattie. Like, thank you for also encouraging my smut. My collection is growing. And then the final gifted one was from, as she put it, your chaotic sister. Congrats on 1k, Amron. Or is it Nesta now? And that is Cold Hearted by Serena Valentino. And this, obviously, my chaotic sister is Lisa from Lisa Does Life. Of course it's Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa. You are the cutest and I love you. Okay, so they were the gifted. So the only ones left now are the ones that I have just purchased myself, which isn't a lot. It's literally 5, which I'm pretty darn proud of, if I do say so myself. So first up, I took a little trip to Waterstones. I can't remember the exact reason. I think I was just going, I was going to town to pick up a reservation from, or an order from CEX, because there was a DVD I wanted, and there was a Waterstones literally like a minute away, so I went in there and I picked up, on the buy one get one half price, I picked up The Hatmakers by Tamsin Merchant. This is actually the Waterstones exclusive one, so it's got the sprayed edges and then it says Waterstones exclusive content. I wanted to get to this in January because it's the middle grade monthly book for January, but did it happen? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It's fine. And then because it was on the buy one get one half price, I picked up Dragon City by Katie and Kevin Sang. This is actually the 3rd book in the series and I don't yet have book 2. I was going to pick up book 2, but the only copy they had was damaged, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to leave it and I'll just look for book 2 next time. I had another shopping trip recently. They also didn't have book 2. It's fine, I'll get it eventually. But yeah, I got these on the offer. And then if you watched my most recent vlog from before this goes up, you'll know I went shopping, I got some piercings and I went book shopping. And I went into the Works and I picked up the XX by Erin Sterling for £3. This is purely Chloe from Chloe Reads Books' fault, because in her vlog, she went into the Works and picked it up for £3. And I was like, I did not know this was in the Works. So when me, Charlie and Liv were in town, I went in there and this was the only copy. So it would have been very rude to leave it there and not buy it. So I'm actually not I actually didn't want to read this purely because of the name of the ex-boyfriend, because it's the same name as an ex I'd rather forget, and it's literally spelt the same way as well. It's fine though, but apparently it's really good, so I'm just going to bypass the name. It's fine. And then obviously I went into Waterstones as well, and I picked up Loki, A Bad God Guide to Being Good by Louis Stowell. Look at those edges, they're amazing. This is literally a middle grade about Loki, not Tom Hiddleston Loki, but it's like, Loki, the mighty trickster god, has been banished by Odin to live on Earth as an 11-year-old boy. It sounds really good, and I love everything to do with Norse mythology, so yeah, it seems like a funny book, so yeah, I got it. And then the final book on this book haul is one that I've been waiting for it to come out in paperback for what feels like forever, because it came out in hardback and I have this author's books, all of them, on paperback. And that is Near the Bone by Christina Henry. It's not her newest one. Her newest one is Horseman, which is still only out in hardback. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. This looks so creepy. I am so excited. It literally says here, hugely creepy and brilliantly inventive. So I'm very excited to get to this. When will I get to it? I don't know. But it is a pretty short one compared to The Ghost Tree, which I read last year and loved. But yeah, this sounds awesome, and I'm really glad I've got it for my collection. So that was all the books that I acquired in January. I have quite a few pre-orders in February, but apart from that and book boxes, I don't actually anticipate in my February haul being that big, because I am not really going to be going and buying many books at this point. I literally have so many pre-orders, so I feel like it is going to be pre-orders and then book boxes in February. We'll see if that is actually the case. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have read any of these and you think I should like proper bump them up my TBR, let me know. I am now going to go and add these all onto my Books I Own spreadsheet, because that is going to be a thing for this year, that I need to keep it up to date. So at the end of each month, I'm going to add the new books from my haul video. Let's see how long that one lasts. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!